Hello, world. My name is Kyle Weller, and I would like to welcome you to my first ever show that I am planning on putting together. This is actually sort of a precursor to the show. I wanted to sort of introduce myself and tell everybody a little bit about what I'm planning on doing here. Um, for those of you who don't know me, I have, as a matter of fact, just 24 hours ago, my wife gave birth to my second child. We have a 2-year-old daughter, and I now have a about 24-hour-year-old son. I have been married for since 2002, so we're coming up on our ninth year. And what makes our family a little bit different from most is that in our family, my wife is actually the major breadwinner, and I tend to be more of the primary caregiver for our children. Now, I've been doing this for 2 years. I run a stay-at-home business, which has allowed me to take good care of my daughter. And I'm sort of starting the new adventure now with my son. And I thought that now would be a good time to sort of put together a channel dedicated to all of us men who are stay-at-home dads. 2 years ago, whenever I started taking care of my daughter primarily, I went out looking for as much information as I possibly could because, let's face it, guys, there is not a lot of information out there for men who are staying at home and taking care of children. Everything is geared toward the single mom. It's geared toward the stay-at-home mom. It's geared toward the working mom. And it's kind of funny because, women have thousands of years of information directly encoded into their DNA, it seems like, when it comes to taking care of children. And men, we are becoming this new entity of the stay at home dad. It is a job that has no definition. In history, there really hasn't been any family where the man stayed at home and took care of the children. And nowadays, with everything new going on in the world, all the new technologies, the internet bringing everybody together, it just seems like men should have a bit more information out there as to what works and what doesn't work, but it just isn't there. So, like I said, I decided to go ahead and put together this YouTube channel and try and share with everybody just the things that I found in my life that have worked, the things that I found in my life that haven't worked. Um, Introduce you to some of the products that I've stumbled across that I thought were great, some of the things that I've stumbled across that I thought were just awful. Um, Basically, guys, I'm offering you the chance to learn from my mistakes and learn from some of my great victories that I've had in the past 2 years of trying to raise my one child, and now venturing off into trying to do this all over again with a second child. Because I've done it with a girl and now I'm doing it with a boy, I'll be able to offer you a lot of perspectives on a lot of unique experiences. So if you've been looking for a place to find out, what works and what doesn't, hopefully I'll be able to help you out in that department. Now this also is also an interactive show. I'm going to invite you who are watching to go ahead and post your questions, leave your comments. If you stumble across something in the world that you think is most dads could benefit from knowing, by all means leave it below. Ladies, if you want to tune in, it'll be a good chance to get a look at the male psyche and how we work and how we do things that are different from you. I'm sure if you have a husband who's staying at home and raising the kids, he probably does a lot of things that make you insane because we don't work quite the same way that you do. And this will give you an opportunity to look at the two different ways that we have of doing things and hopefully, find out that while we may do it differently, in a lot of ways, we are doing it well enough to raise your children without, seriously damaging them before they become 21 years old. So let's face it, we don't want the kids growing up and writing a book about us any more than you do. So, like I said, I am now 24 hours into having two kids. My wife isn't even home from the hospital yet. My son is still at the hospital with my wife. They will be coming home tomorrow, and I'm really looking forward to that. So, My wife is a professional. She is taking off time to help me with the child for the first couple of months. She will be back to work, I think, in about 30 days. So, the first 4 to 6 weeks or something like that, we will be doing this together. But after that, it'll be she goes back to work, and I will work from the house and take care of the children. Um, so, like I said, there's going to be plenty of information that I'm going to be giving out. The show format will be a little bit different from this. This is sort of, just me sitting here telling you about what I'm planning on doing. Um, in any event, I hope I'm able to show you some useful information, and I hope you enjoy the show. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's not going to be all straightforward talk, talk, talk. I'm you're going to find out that I have a pretty sick sense of humor, and it's going to be quite entertaining. So until the next episode, I'm going to try and get these out probably about one or two a week. I hope everything goes well for you if you are a stay at home dad. Like I said, any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to post what you want to say. This is interactive. So thanks for tuning in, and I will see you on the next show.